Have you ever seen a horror movie that just feels so dreadful to watch? I think that like Possession is one of the most like brutal horror films ever made. It just feels like that you're being exposed to the personal lives of a family, and it feels so wrong and also very, very invasive to watch this couple fight. So we follow the story of a young woman, her name is Anna, who admits to her husband, Mark, that she is having an affair and wants to leave him. He becomes outraged and obsessed with her, and it leads to so much like chaos and destruction within their own marriage. The couple start to torture each other in all kinds of ways, and it looks like they are taking a very sick delight with harming each other. Yeah, this movie is very disturbing, as they both try to navigate this toxic love that's now in their marriage. And then during the film, we end up finding out that this affair that like Anna is having with, it turns out to be an actual monster. I think it's like an octopus, but it's very weird. I try to figure that one out, but I don't know what to say there. And it appeared to like latch onto her, turning her into a crazed mad woman. And Mark, the husband, he does find out about this eventually, and instead of anger, there's a moment of disgust, as if he feels bad for what his wife is being subjected to. That part was very odd too. And then like Anna like pleads with him, telling Mark that there is a reason why she is with this creature, and then we end up finding out like later toward the end of the film. Mark meets the monster again toward the end of the movie, who now looks just like him, an exact doppelganger copy, looks just like him. And then the authorities show up because Mark had caused something with them, and they both get killed, him and Anna, and they share a final kiss before the end. Then toward the end of the movie, we see this Mark copy go to some woman's place. Her name is Helen. She looks like Anna. She actually had been in the movie for a while. She had been with Mark in many scenes because she wanted to help him with Bob, their son. Yes, he had a son. And and she wanted to be there for him no matter what. And I was like, Mark actually, he asked her to look after their son as he tried to get back his wife. And when this Mark copy shows up to her door, their son is freaking out. He's telling Helen, don't answer the door, but she goes to do it anyway. And I can't really say what happens with the kid here because it's very disturbing, but it's just really sad because this outcome of what happened to the kid, it was his parents' fault because it was just too much what he was seeing, and he went crazy at the end, and it was just really hard to watch that part. And then the film ends with Helen going to the door. She sees Mark waiting outside the doppelganger. Then all of a sudden we hear sirens, bombs, and all kinds of chaos outside as Helen stares off into space, and there's Mark in the background like watching her. I think this movie was a secret like metaphor for a dying love or a dying marriage. From the very beginning of the film, we see how the marriage is slowly like breaking the wife as she confesses her affair to Mark. I felt like the couple took things way too far, and the real victim in this marriage was their son, who should never have witnessed what was taking place between them. The way that the couple was willing to hurt each other or even themselves was complete madness. There is an actual scene in this film where the couple use a tool on themselves that's meant for cutting meat, and afterwards they calmly talk to each other, acting like they never bothered to even do it in the first place. And then what's really creepy in this scene too is that like Anna tells Mark it doesn't even hurt. And I don't know what she meant by that. That was just a little eerie. I didn't like that scene at all. What's also really creepy too is that I feel like the couple, they were both experiencing their own kind of possession, but for very different reasons. For example, I feel like that Anna was possessed by her love for the monster, and Mark was possessed by his love for his wife. And toward the end of the movie, we see them both die. The madness comes to an end between them, but I think So, okay, look, I have a theory with this marriage. I think the chaos that was happening around the couple was like some kind of curse in some way. Like maybe this like toxicity with the marriage was spreading, kind of like a virus to the city around them, and it explains why the film it ends with the two like doppelgangers of the couple, and it they hear the madness taking place um outside of Helen's home. And I think maybe, again, it's just a theory. I could be wrong on this, but I think Helen and Mark, the a copy of him, like meeting each other, was kind of like the a trigger for it to continue, for like the chaos to get even worse around them. Because I think maybe that like Anna was maybe chosen by the monster to spread hate, evil. And I think that's why she got possessed, like why she went crazy and became like a killer. And even Mark became a killer himself, helping her cover up his wife's crimes. And it's crazy because I just feel like no sane person would actually do those things to that level. I feel like they both got possessed somehow by this evil that was already inside of Anna when she met the monster. And it makes sense why their son was completely like disregarded in so many scenes. Like they were too far gone. And I think towards the end of the movie, after they both die, and then Mark ends up running into Helen, it's kind of like a trigger for it to get even worse, for the evil to spread throughout the whole city, for the madness, for people to die. Like it just got worse toward the end of the movie. And yeah, very disturbing film. It's very disturbing. Yeah. So yes, I think I could be taking this film like way out of proportion, but again, this is only a theory of what I think is happening in the film. But yeah, this is my theory. So, this is like a fun fact I like to mention here, but Possession, I had seen this movie when I was sick the first time, and as you can hear in my voice, I'm sick again, and I had seen this movie again while sick. It's like a weird, very weird cycle with this movie. I feel like I watch it by accident when I'm not feeling well. It's weird. And this movie, I happened to watch it again, and I forgot how nuts it was. Like, man, it's a 2-hour film, but you feel like you're sucked into this marriage, and it feels so wrong to even see what's going on between them. The arguments were so raw. Like, I can't even mention half the things that happen in this movie because it's just so disturbing and dark. How they even got away with filming this is insane. I don't even know how they even got away with it. There's no way they could even make this movie now, I feel. If they did, I think it'd be very controversial because of what the couple do to each other, man. That was very hard for me to watch again. And I was sick, so I didn't help again. And their poor son, oh my god, I was so angry at that couple, but again, I just think they were too far gone because whatever was going on with this creature, I think it possessed both of them somehow, and that poor kid, oh my god, he did not deserve any of that. So yeah, this movie is very disturbing, guys. If you want to watch it, I can't even recommend this movie, I really can't, because how disturbing it is. Like, I don't think anybody can handle this movie. It's too much, but I'm sure that's what the director was going for. Like, this movie is one of those movies where, like, I think your theories could go, like, anywhere. It's up to you to put the pieces together. Yeah, I think my theory's pretty interesting. I kind of like that one where maybe the monster was some kind of beacon of evil or something, and maybe it was having this, it chose this couple to spread evil to the whole city, and that was the result of the madness. But yeah, this movie is something else, guys. It's very insane. Sorry, I know I sound sick. I just find it funny how I had to watch this movie again like this. And there was like one more thing that I wanted to mention, but I'm not really happy about this announcement at all. But this movie, Possession, is going to be getting a remake. This is one of those films where it is so unnecessary. I don't get why they want to do a remake on this. Either Hollywood is running out of ideas or they just want a cash grab. I don't even know what it is anymore, guys, but I think the remakes for some of these horror films are not needed at all. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But I don't know, guys. I feel like this movie really should have been left alone. It's one of those horror gems that it just has to be left alone. That's all I can say. I really don't know what else to say here, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that really quickly, but yeah. Wasn't happy about that announcement one bit.